Hey, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to kind of talk about some of the key topics that should be focused on at your home events. So really, what Luke Kish told us in the beginning, how to host a home event, you should talk about your story. Facts tell, stories sell. So know that everybody in here knows that Verb's better than Red Bull, but nobody cares, because that's the fact of the matter. The compelling success stories that would fuel this thing, stories sell. So if I tell you about a 20-year-old kid making 80 grand a year, that's a pretty compelling story. So get your friends to hear about that. Know that the story is what you're telling from the first time you hear about Vima to when you hit star pinnacle. So start with your story. For me, my name is Anton Nukebauer. I got introduced to this concept 8 months ago from my best friend Luke Kish. Went to Garnet Valley High School with him, one of my friends that I really trusted. Sat me down, didn't talk about business, Verb, Vima, opportunity, investment, anything like that. Really just showed me that there were two different types of people. People who were wealthy and had time freedom and financial freedom, and people who weren't. So there's a strict definition. Either you have it or you didn't, and I didn't really know too many people in my life who had that. So I saw that most of my friends who were graduating from college with good grades, with degrees, had student loans over their head, and they were being forced to move back home with mom and dad to pay off their student loans, getting jobs, waiting tables. Now, I wanted different results than that, so I understood if I did what they were doing, I was probably going to get the same results. So I wanted different results. So I started taking different actions. If you do what you've always done, you're going to get what you've always got. It made sense to me, and I always wanted to own my own business, so Vima allowed me to do that. So I got involved with this thing pretty much because I saw Jay-Z say on Oprah, you can be rich working for somebody else, but you're never going to be wealthy until you own your own business. So I got really excited about this thing. I made a list of my friends who I thought would be pretty good at it. So I understand what was kind of going on with this thing. This industry's been proven. It's been around for years. With Mom, Dad, Mary Kay, Avon, Herbalife, Amway, they all made billions, but they didn't have commercials, newspaper. Wow, I messed that up. They didn't have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, text messaging, iPhones with Skype and Ubu on them, GoPro cameras. So the technology and the tools we have allows us to build networks. So this industry we keep talking about is called network marketing. Simple term. We have networks, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. You went to high school, you might have played college sports, you might have played high school sports, you might have been in clubs, you might have cousins, family, friends overseas. Those are all your networks. So we handle that part. Now marketing. What are we marketing? There's this company called Vima, Vitamins, Essential Minerals, Mangosteen, and Aloe Vera. Started in '05 with a liquid multivitamin. Men's Journal says it's the most complete liquid antioxidant for men under 50. They took that, put it into a can with some purified water and natural caffeine, and now you have this healthy energy drink called Verve, V-E-R-V-E. And they let college kids market it. So this company started with that liquid multivitamin. Adults were marketing it within their friend group, just a way to get paid for word-of-mouth advertising. Now they put it in the hands of kids our age, and it's gone viral. In the past 2 years or so, Verve is now the official drink of the Phoenix Suns, official drink of the Charlotte Bobcats. Michael Jordan owns the Charlotte Bobcats, and Verve was featured on Dr. Oz's show twice in the last 10 months, saying it's his favorite alternative form of energy next to like some jar of almonds. Oprah's Dr. Oz's boss. Now, if you're ignorant enough to assume that Dr. Oz, Oprah, and Michael Jordan are endorsing a scam or a pyramid scheme, then this is probably not for you, because you just need to open your eyes to what's possible in this thing. So in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to explain to you why that Verve is the best decision you'll ever make in your life, and you're either in or you're out. At that point, no hard feelings, we're still going to be your friend, but we all know maybe is a nice way of saying no thank you. So I saw this thing, got really excited over the ability to make money. Now, we all know that we all want to make a lot of money. If you've ever tried frowning on a wave runner, you know that money can buy happiness. So I saw this thing, and I got really excited. Saw that my friends were in the same situations that I was in. Broke college kids looking for an alternative way to make a lot of money, and we all know that if you're getting paid by the hour, then there's only 24 hours in a day, and there's nothing that me and you can do about that. So there had to be a better way to make a lot of money. I saw that you could place a value on yourself in Vima, and the value wasn't placed on you by somebody else. And I really liked that. So kids our age can choose what they're worth to this company. Performance-based income. The highest professions in the world are performance-based. Professional athletes, football players. Although you're pretty much a paid slave, they tell you what to eat, when to work out, when to show up. If you don't show up, you're fired or demoted. Well, that's the real world. In this thing, you choose your own worth. It's the best job security in the world. You work with your best friends, you're always going to want more money, and you're never going to fire yourself. And you get the best time freedom in the world. I get paid to hang out with my best friends. Mike Montella always says there's nothing better than making money with your friends. So I got really excited about it, made a list of hardworking, ambitious, coachable people that wanted to get involved, but I still didn't really know what I was doing. So I had to educate myself on this industry. So what network marketing is, watered down, let alone the fact that Bill Gates, Donald Trump, Robert Kiyosaki said it's the best kept secret of the rich and the wealthy. It's a way to get paid for word of mouth advertising. So me and you are doing it every day. I'm wearing an RVCA shirt right now. if somebody on this video sees it and goes and buys this shirt because they liked it, I utilize my word of mouth advertising, but I'm not going to get paid for it, unfortunately. Now, if somebody decides to go buy Verb after this video, I utilize my word of mouth advertising and I got paid for it. So, what I really understood is where the money was coming from right away. So every year, Red Bull spends money, $900 million in 2012 to be precise, flying people out of space, Mini Cooper cars with Red Bull cans on top, and Red Bull Flu Talk. Now, instead of spending money with that traditional form of advertising where you pay big firms, large investment opportunities to maybe promote your product, this company just transferred their dollars from that into paying the people who are building the networks of consuming it. So, I saw that there was technically a network of people who drink Red Bull. Everybody who drinks Red Bull is in a network. Now, in Vima, the computer just keeps you in a line. The amount of people you tell are then placed in your business model, and then from there, anybody that they tell, you get credit for. So that seemed like a pretty cool concept. I could get paid off my efforts, and I could teach people how to make a lot of money. So I also understood that right away, I wasn't going to be able to introduce this concept myself to as many people as I wanted to have in my business. So I was going to have to find like-minded individuals who wanted to do it with me. That's where your network comes into play in network marketing. So what you need to know is that you're not signing people up. You don't get any money for signing people up. It's all product sales. This industry is called direct sales. If you've ever heard of Girl Scout cookies, you've been familiarized with direct sales. Maybe Boy Scout popcorn, same concept. So if you're naive enough to think that Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts are a pyramid scheme, then this probably isn't for you. But if you're interested in an opportunity to make a lot of money with your friends, which does sound too good to be true, but understand that we're taught anytime something sounds too good to be true, it probably is, red flags will go up in your head. But then you'll realize that probably is in that sentence for opportunities like this. Mark Zuckerberg had people telling me it was wrong. Bill Gates had people telling me it was wrong. Steve Jobs had people telling me it was wrong. The Wright brothers had people tell them that there was no way that they were ever going to be able to design an aircraft that could fly people over the ocean. So know that if you're doing what everyone else is doing, you're going to get what everyone else has. 3% of the United States owes 97% of all the money, and I wanted different results than most of my friends were getting moving in back home with mom and dad. So I decided to take different actions. I started my own business. What that means for companies in this industry is you get your own website, yourname.vima.com. Now from there, your mom who supports the business model wants to buy the body weight loss line, which is designed by Chris and Heidi Powell. She can go there to do it. Or my two friends who I introduced this concept to, Tyler Early, who was an All-American swimmer, had a large network. He went to my site, bought some product through me, which I did also when I got involved. So that placed him in my network, my left team specifically. You're building it's a two-team concept. You got a left team and a right team. So I saw that I was pretty much building two different networks. Then I got my buddy Sean Van Horn involved, who was then placed on my right team, my right network. Now, I leveraged their networks with Luke Kish's credibility. I got them to hear about the opportunity from Luke by utilizing the invite video that I posted on this page also. So you can check that out for a way to introduce this concept to your friends, and then maybe send them back to this video so they can understand how the business model works too. So what you're doing fundamentally is building networks of people consuming this product called Verve, V-E-R-V-E, which is the official drink of the Phoenix Suns, like I mentioned earlier. You're just building networks of people drinking it. So I saw that all my friends were spending money on Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar, Starbucks, beer, Adderall, cigarettes every single week, and I could get most of them excited over a way to make money performance-based with free time. It's designed to build part-time, but it's performance-based, like I said, so you can take it faster if you want to. So I saw that most of my friends would get excited over the business model. I educated myself and understood it. So know that if you really want to get good at anything, you've got to educate yourself on it. So I read some books. I got some advice from Luke Kish. He told me what books to read, told me what videos to watch. He told me where to apply effort and how to do it, what to say to people. And you know, we say in this business, say what I say, do what I do, get what I get. If you study Michael Jordan, you're probably going to be pretty good at basketball. If you study Tiger Woods, you're probably going to be pretty good at golf. If you study, I don't know, Derek Jeter, you're probably going to end up pretty good at baseball. So I mean, find somebody who has the results you want in this business, plug in with them, ask them questions. Hey man, what did you do to get to where you are today? Everything is here to help you understand that you're building a network and that the only way to be successful in this thing is helping people. That was what really caught my attention about this thing. So I made Tyler Early successful. He hit a rank this month called Platinum, which by total is like 30 grand a year, which is pretty cool. So I helped him become successful. So know that you're not burning anybody with this thing. You're not trying to sell people energy drinks. Quite frankly, if anybody's just going to buy Verve and not do anything with it, probably don't waste anybody's time unless you really just want to drink the drink. So I mean, we've got a working system and a learnable set of skills where anybody can really make this thing work for them. Everybody has their own network. And I mean, the system's proven over time, it works. There's too many people making too much money with this thing to really argue with it at this point. So I saw that it was working, and if they could figure out, I could too. I heard about this kid, Alex Morton at Arizona State, who built a 6-figure income in about 9 months with just effort and education. He got a 1490 on his SATs and got kicked out of Arizona State. So know that you don't have to be smart to make money, you just have to be at the right place at the right time, and know that in business, everything is timing. Had you invested in Apple stock in the 80s, you'd probably be wealthy. Had you invested in Facebook before it was Facebook, 3,000 users, you'd probably be wealthy. Microsoft, before it blew up to what it is today, you'd probably be wealthy. So I saw that all those people had people telling them they were dumb, crazy, and stupid, and that I had something that I thought was going to be really big. This young people revolution movement that we keep talking about, hashtag YPR on Twitter, it's all over the place now, is way bigger than just energy drinks. So understand that we're teaching people how to change your mindset from an average person to a CEO. Because we both realize that there's 24 hours in a day. Rich people have 24 hours in a day, poor people have 24 hours in a day. What's the difference? Your mindset, how you approach things. Don't have bad days, have bad moments. CEOs are professional problem solvers, so I saw that right away. This thing could teach me how to utilize my network, which I just put a direction towards. We're networking every single day. Just apply this direction to your network and get paid to do it.
Tits!